Hello everybody and hi, my name is Kieran. Welcome to a lovely, pleasant time. A game where nothing bad happens. It is a fine afternoon in the quaint Yorkshire village of Reeth, and you have been invited to enjoy Miss Witherby's famous afternoon tea. This is sure to be a nice, relaxing, and above all uneventful social occasion where absolutely nothing awful will happen and whatsoever, and everyone involved will have a wonderful time. Let us knock upon thine door. After a brief moment fumbling with the lock, Miss Witherby opens it, both hands encased in thick floral print oven gloves. "Oh, hello, dearie," she says. "You're just in time. The scones will only be a minute more. Why don't you come on in and join us?" Take a seat in the 70s style sitting room. Miss Witherby brings a tray of scones from the kitchen, along with a large pot of homemade strawberry jam and a plastic tub of clotted cream. Yum! "Do help yourself," she says. "Cream first, then jam. Jam first, then cream. I usually just jam. I imagine the cream would go first and then the jam would spread better. You apply a generous layer of cream to the scone, then add a dollop of jam. You notice that Miss Witherby does the same. Good call. After a minute or so, there's a gap in the conversation. Miss Beaumont fills it by saying, "I've just made a start on Lisa's jewels." Ooh. "Oh, I've just made a start on Lisa Jules when she was gone, and I have to say it's quite a bit darker than I was expecting. Anyone else read that one?" "I've got a few of her books," says Miss Littlewood, "but not that one specifically." You point at the word is specifically. Pacifically is not a word at all. Ignore Miss Littlewood's linguistic slip-up. It was clear enough what she meant. "Yeah, no, I think it's cute when people say pacifically. I know what you're trying to say." You say nothing, not wishing to appear a pedant. A pedant? What's a pedant? Who's pedant? I'm not pedant. However, Miss Beaumont has no such reservations. She points out that the word is indeed specifically, not pacifically, and offers a brief description of its Latin roots. Ugh. Miss Littlewood is somewhat embarrassed, but admits that she would have been more embarrassed if she'd been allowed to continue to say the wrong thing. You sense that her friendship with Miss Beaumont has only been strengthened by this episode. Rats. A moment later, Miss Witherby draws the attention of the room to a fine oil painting of Clydesdale horse Wait, what? A moment later, Mr. Witherby draws the attention of the room to a fine oil painting of a Clydesdale horse that he purchased for a very fair price at a market last Friday. Comment on the bold use of gestural abstraction and the pastoral scene behind the subject of the painting. Do you not speak? Oh no, there was another option. Did I just become a mean person? There are intrigued murmurs from the rest of the guests. Your comment leads Miss Beaumont, a retired art teacher, to observe the style of the brushwork is not too consistent with the variety of mid-18th century livestock painting that Mr. Witherby believes this to be. You're initially concerned that drawing attention to it may have been something of a faux pas. However, this in turn leads to an extremely rewarding discussion on the fundamental value of visual arts. Ultimately, you agree that although authentic historical pieces have a certain appeal, innovation in modern works is probably a worthier goal than mere replications of the past. Just then, there's a gap in conversation. I hope this gets interesting soon. I hope I went into this assuming I was being lied to, that nothing was going to happen. Really hoping something happens. Miss Beaumont fills it by saying, "Oh, wait. She said that. This happened before. Am I in a time loop?" My dear Miss Littlewood, it is specifically, not pacifically." You explain that the word is specifically from the Latin specificis, meaning particular. It shares the same roots as species, but nevertheless a mistake is a common one. Questions, glad of the correction. Just then Miss Witherby offers you another cup of tea. You've probably had enough already. Pile it on. Calories don't count at a party. You accept another cup of tea, considering that you don't necessarily have to drink it. Merely having a full cup will hopefully prevent you from having to decline a further offer. That's smart. That's actually good advice. A moment later, Miss Witherby brings a tray of scones from the kitchen, along with a large pot of homemade strawberry jam and a plastic tub of clotted cream. "Do help yourself first." I guess cream first, then jam? I think that was the right thing. Wait, you apply a generous layer of cream to the scone, add a dollop of jam, it would be the same. A moment later, Miss Witherby offers you another cup of tea. Probably had enough tea already. Wait, yell, "Look over there!" and then chug the entire contents of the teapot while everyone's distracted. I don't think that's the right option, but... "Look over there!" you yell. Miss Witherby looks over there. Everyone else in the room that is, everyone who wasn't already looking at you turns to look at you, either trying to work out why you're shouting or to check which direction it is that you're pointing. Whatever the reason, everyone except Miss Witherby is staring directly at you as you begin to chug the scalding hot contents of the teapot. Glug, 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 ow, glug, glug, ow. It's hot. It takes quite a while for you to consume the entire contents of the teapot. You feel as though you've done your mouth a serious injury, and it's all the more awkwardness because Miss Witherby looks back at you after basically just a fraction of a second, so yeah. Not certain that you were hoping to achieve there, but I'm positive this wasn't it. So, like, let's go again. Wait, what? That's not it, is it? Can I not refresh the page? Wait, what? Can I not go again? I wouldn't have done that if I didn't know. I don't want to post it to Twitter. I don't have Twitter. Hold on, let me open a new tab. Oh my gosh, I legitimately can't go again. It seems like there's no actual win condition, there's just a series of different losses. But it looks like I got one that other people didn't get. Seen rock, paper, shotgun. Who the higgity and heck is this? Oh, it's an article. Okay. No, I don't want your cookies. Bleh. Bad cookies. Your cookies have raisins. Well, I guess that's it then. I don't know. It might work if I just log out of my itch.io and then log back in, but that's more work than I'm looking for. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this video, leave a like on the video, and if you like what I do here and you want to help me make people happy for a living, then please consider subscribing. Regardless, of course, though, as always, I love you and hope you have a wonderful day. Oh, my dear, what?